Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is IRDINA NAJIHAH, BINTI 1 Muhammad NIZAM. Good evening, everyone. So, what if your valuable lesson in Vietnam wasn't learned about inside a classroom, but from a street food vendor in Hanoi or a local village in Sapa? When we think about learning, we often imagine book, leisure, and also the classroom. But sometimes the most meaningful learning comes from the real experience, meeting a new people, and also understanding a different culture. Today, I would like to propose a field trip that allows us to do exactly that. So our proposed field trip is a leisure and a cultural exploration trip to Vietnam, specifically Hanoi and Sapa. The trip is planned from 7 until 12 November 2026 for a duration of 6 days and 5 nights. It estimates to involve 20 to 30 students with an approximate budget of 2,550 to 2,950 per person. So this trip is designed not only for enjoyment but also to encourage students to learn beyond the classroom through the cultural exposure and meaningful experience. So our first proposed activity in Vietnam is a Vietnamese street food experience in Hanoi. Students will have the opportunity to explore Hanoi local night market and experience the authentic Vietnamese food culture by trying dishes such as pho, banh mi, and the spring roll. At first glance, this activity may seem as simple, just eating and exploring. However, it often much more than that. Throughout the interacting with the local vendor and community, students can learn about Vietnam lifestyle and daily from the local perspective. Food representation culture. So every meal tells us a story about the tradition, value, and the identity. So this experience also encourages students to step out their comfort zone, communicate with people from different backgrounds, and become more open-minded toward unfamiliar experience. More importantly, this authentic interaction creates a meaningful learning and unforgettable memories. So our second purpose activity in the Sapa Cultural Village visit. So students will visit the ethnic minority village in Sapa and learn about the traditional clothing, local custom, and also the handcraft product. Unlike learning culture throughout the textbook or a video, this activity allows us to observe and experience it directly. So students will gain a deeper understanding of how local community preserve their tradition while adapting to the modern world. This experience helps us to appreciate Vietnam cultural diversity and a local heritage. At the same time, students can gain a real-world culture knowledge and meaningful interaction that are difficult to achieve throughout the conventional learning. Additionally, being exposed to the different environment can help students to become more adaptable, respectful, and a global aware in the future. So, in the conclusion, food and culture are a powerful way to understand a country. This activity allows students to experience Vietnam beyond the tourist attraction while still gaining a valuable cultural knowledge that unforgettable memories. This trip is not simply about traveling. It is about learning throughout the experience, embracing a new perspective, and creating a moment that remain meaningful long after the journey ends. So let's step beyond the classroom, embrace a new culture, and learning throughout a real experience. Because sometimes the best lessons are not found in the book. They are found throughout the place we explore and the place that we meet people. So vote yes for our Vietnam field trip and let's create a memory that will stay with us for years to come. Thank you.